behind him, so you'd have to give him a chance on that form on on similar terms with a lot of today's rivals. Rhys Elliott took the ride on that occasion as well when he was second at the track. He's back on him today, but last of 7 at Hamilton since that good run here over course and distance.
13 is Faircombe Hull. A horse is a massive price. You were making a case earlier today that could run well.
Yeah, I just think he's in decent form, this horse, and maybe coming back to 7 furlongs on this track will be a positive. Thought he ran well here behind one of our own last time out. One of our own followed up earlier on the card, and look, he finished 4th that day. He was beaten less than 3 lengths. He seems to be running well at the moment. He's got a good draw in stall 3, and I didn't see an obvious reason in an open race why he was quite such a big price.
Manny Gordon, now Adrian Nicholson, Conor Merton, number 3.
Dropping in the weights all the time, Manny Gordon. He's down to 65 now. Slightly better from him last time out when he was only beaten 4 lengths here over course and distance.
OK, jockey's about to get on, head down. To get on, head down.
Yeah, that's a good look at them in the parade ring prior to this handicap. That is the final race of the day at Catterick. 7 furlongs a trip. Bulmer is joint favourite with Cigarfield, who's drifting Cigarfield. He's got a pretty consistent record this horse. Since the blinkers have gone on, he's been in good form. Vance LaPrance is 5-1 from 6s. That's one for a bit of support in the exchanges as well for Tim Easterby and David Allen. Then you've got Without Delay at 10s, 11-1 Beltane. Rockin' Rose at 12s, 18s Mutanaaseq, 18s as well Coconut Bay. Manny Gordo 20s along with Saison d'Or. 28-1 Reputation, 28s Firkham Hall. Eastbank 40s and Red Rosario is 50-1 shot. Non-runner 4. 14 go. And there they are just about arriving there at the start for this 4:45. Here's Niall.
And Fiona said it was going to rain at 5 o'clock. 18 minutes before that, it started raining. Quite a squally, heavy shower. Not enough to have an impact on the ground, but for the plenty of racegoers that are here, we'll be getting wet.
Yeah, and just enough for the whole of the paddock to duck under the canopy here in the parade ring. But yeah, runners arriving down at the start, as you say. There's a little bit of a shower. It's not going to be impactful in terms of the conditions that we've got. It's blowing a bit of a gale as well, to be fair, isn't it? It's like a blustery wind, it seems, right around the track.
Okay. East Bank's got best turned out. Mr. Holland's horse, Craig Racing Club. Harrison Shaw on board another 3-year-old, but the 3-year-old Bulmer Bank is at the head of the market for Michael and David Eastby. Billy Gardy, nicely berthed, stall 1.
Yeah, he is. He's a horse that hasn't always done things in the right way to seem. He's not won yet, but he's often been a bit too headstrong. He can miss the break at times and do things a bit upside down. But the ability was definitely there for Bulmer Bank to be winning. Whether this is the track that's going to be tailor-made for him, I don't know. York, Newcastle, he's got lots of experience at those courses, but not here at Catterick. So we'll see if it works out for him coming to this different type of setup. Okay,
they're going to go behind shortly. He is currently your favourite at 3-1.
He's got a good form chance, hasn't he? And he's I'm sure he will be improving at some point in his career.
Yeah, size up physically. Yeah. Has to. Sir Garfield, the other 3-year-old, he's joint favourite.
Yeah, more exposed, but in really good form at the minute, and a proven course and distance horse. Drawn in 8, reasonable draw for Jason Hart to work with. And one thing about Sir Garfield is he jumps out quick and gives himself every chance of getting a good position. I just thought this was a wide open race, really, Niall. I didn't think there was an obvious sort of horse that you would go to and think they were the definitive form pick in the field necessarily. I can understand why the 2-3-year-olds are up there in the market, but Without Delay I thought would run really well. I think he's a proven course and distance horse with a good draw in stall 4, and he was a little bit unlucky in the run last time out here. And at a very big price, I mentioned to you earlier, Firkham Hall at 28-1. I just didn't really understand why he was quite such a big price, because to me he's a horse that's running well at the moment. Yes, he's exposed and he is just a mid-50s handicapper, but he's effective at the track. He's running well at the minute. His latest piece of form behind one of our own has taken a boost already this afternoon, and he's got a good draw for Aidan Brooks to work with in stall 3. I think stepping back up to 7 furlongs on a track like this is probably a good thing for Firkham Hall, and I thought he had at least an each-way chance at 28-1.
Looks to be like somebody else agrees. Looks like he is shortening a little bit now.
He's had a good year though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's had 4 wins on the board in the last 9 months or so. So he's had the sort of winning habit, and yeah.
I wonder about far one up at a big price and try and match his Swayze Door for Jed O'Keefe. He's out in 12. Not ideal, but his last visit to the track, he was a winner of this mark, 63. He's been running okay since.
Yeah, he has. He was a good third at Newcastle last time we saw him, just over 2 weeks ago, so he's in good form. I just wondered about how much you've got to work to get across from that draw. There'll be plenty of these that want to fire forward, won't
I
they?
thought there's a chance they might go too quick.
There is. I mean, if they do, Mutanaaseq could be top of the list in terms of course and distance horses that would be suited by it. He wants a furious gallop. Manigordo would be suited by that as well. He had a wide trip around here last time out. So Cezendor 20-1
versus your 28-1. Watch him fill second last on last positions. We'll find out. Last couple going forward. Reputation will go into stall 13, the 11-year-old. Stable companion Rock and Rosa into 10, and then we're pretty much good to go for the final race. So watch Racing TV Now handicap stakes. With her thanks, let's get up and get the call with Gareth.
Cheers, Niall. Just about ready now. Last one goes in. And they're off. Jumping away for the Watch Racing TV Now handicap. Bulmer Bank was a little slowly into stride, but pushing forward early Vinsler Prince and the Grey Saison Door. They're closely pursued by Firkham Hall and Without Delay, who's in the orange-coloured jacket. Mutanaaseq, last year's winner, is down along the inside in the beige. Deeper out on the track in a green cap races Coconut Bay, who's being tracked out wide by East Bank, and Red Rosoro, who's in red colours, is with these. Bulmer Bank is right down along the inside, just following Manny Gordo through now as they prepare to exit the back straight. Well back in the ruck as well is Sir Garfield, who's 2 lengths in front of Rockin' Rosa, Beltane and finally Reputation. As they're on the home turn and galloping on towards the final 3, it is Saison Door leading by 3/4 of a length, or a little less than that now, to Vinsler Prince in second. Then Mutanaaseq, Firkham Hall and Manny Gordo up the rails as they now make the journey on down the home straight. Vinsler Prince's jockey David Allen is opting to come much wider than Saison Doors as they head down inside the final 2. So on the far right is Saison Door. Mutanaaseq trying to join that one far side. Doing a solo this side is Vinsler Prince as they're now entering the final furlong, spread out all over the track. Vinsler Prince doing pretty well under the stand side rails. Over to the far side, Saison Door. They're still the leading 2. Was David Allen right to come stand side? Yes, he was. Vinsler Prince wins. From Saison Door, Reputation ran on strongly to press Mutanaaseq for third, and close up in behind them, Manny Gordo.
Yeah, cute ride by David Allen, seeing Vinsler Prince home in front here. Actually won a Leicester off this mark a few starts ago. He beat Saison Door in second place for Jed O'Keefe and Jack Garrett. Last year's winner, Mutanaaseq, was third for Ruth Carr and Paul Moran, and stable companion, the 11-year-old Reputation, back and forth. Yeah,
and it seems as if that switch up from Dave Allen, obviously they did it in the last race, the sprint handicap, they ended up coming over there. But in this instance, it was a clear choice of David Allen to
the horse didn't really want to come across.
No, he didn't
really force him to get across.
No, we see it a lot here at Catterick. It's not unusual, but it is a bit more unusual when the ground is as quick as it is today.